WrestleMania 28, it's being called the end of an era. A Hell in the Cell match between the King of Kings, Triple H, and the Phenom, The Undertaker, with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, as a special guest referee. Now, rumors are swirling that this is it. This is the end of the streak. Triple H is going to end the streak, and Undertaker will retire. Now, personally, as we've seen over the past few years, it's becoming harder and harder to convince people that the streak is going to end. So WWE has to lay it on real thick to make sure people think that this is the end of the streak. And I think this year is no different. I'm throwing this out there right now. Do not believe the smoke and mirrors. There's too many other issues going on in all of this, I believe, for this to be Undertaker's last WrestleMania. So much of the build has been focused around Triple H and Shawn Michaels being the referee, and what is he going to do. I feel if this was really Undertaker's last stand, that there'd be no real outside factors like that. The main focus would be Undertaker's last stand and his opponent. There wouldn't be all these outside factors. I mean, Undertaker hasn't really been given a chance to give a full speech fully pertaining to all this. You know, he's had his opportunities to speak in this feud in the weeks leading up, but it doesn't feel like that final thing for The Undertaker. It doesn't feel like his final match for The Undertaker. It really doesn't feel like that. So, in my opinion, there's going to be shenanigans with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, however it goes down. Now, the story of this, of course, is that last year at WrestleMania, about midway through the match between Triple H and Undertaker last year, Triple H started picking up the momentum, and for the last maybe 10 to 15 minutes of the match was Triple H viciously beating The Undertaker, trying to end the streak, but The Undertaker will not die, will not lay down at WrestleMania. Eventually he caught Triple H in the Hell's Gate choke and snuck out with the victory, although he needed to be carried out from the arena. So, in a way, kind of Triple H wins the war, even though Undertaker wins the battle. I don't know if that was a test of a way to end the streak without ending the streak, sort of thing. So we might get something similar to that this year, but maybe with the roles reversed. Maybe if Triple H does end the streak, maybe it'll be a similar situation where Undertaker has all the momentum at the end and Triple H somehow pulls out a victory, but I really can't see it. The match itself, now we're talking about 45 minutes overall for this match, I would guess. Hell in a Cell is always a vicious match. Of course, with the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, there has been what many, including myself, would consider to be watered-down Cell matches. That's why they really, when built into that Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, they really need to find the feuds of the year to culminate at Hell in a Cell. It shouldn't just automatically be the title matches and whatnot. But that's another story for another time. I really see Shawn Michaels perhaps costing Triple H the Cell match, inadvertently, of course. It could be a big for the Heartbreak Kid if he super kicks Triple H and cost him the match. Of course, we could see Shawn Michaels try to cost Undertaker the match, which causes Triple H to attack Shawn Michaels. That's, of course, always a possibility. They did show Mick Foley going through the cell in the lead-up to this, so there could be a possible huge cell stunt set up for this match, too. That's never really out of contention. Just because they haven't done it in a while doesn't mean they won't do it again. The Aftermath. This is another one. This could go a lot of ways. If Undertaker wins, I don't know that will... I mean, if Undertaker wins, he could also win and say, that's it. I mean, I've made it to the legendary status of 20-0 at WrestleMania. I got nothing else to prove. I'm hitting the bricks. Now, that could lead to possibly Shawn Michaels coming out for one more match next year at WrestleMania against Triple H. Personally, with my friends, I've discussed that possibility that really the only two people Shawn Michaels would ever come back to wrestle is Undertaker one more time or Triple H. Or, of course, what I think should have ended this whole thing in the first place, the triple threat of Shawn versus Triple H versus Undertaker. But, you know, we can all dream, can't we? And as for Triple H, of course, if he wins, I think he will move on and continue as the COO character. If he loses, we could see the return of heel Triple H, where he continues as COO, but he's so bitter from not being able to end the streak that it just corrupts him and causes him to challenge Shawn Michaels at next year's WrestleMania, just to prove that he is better than Shawn. So, like I said, all these outside factors that are based on this match really muddy the chances that this is Undertaker's last chance. Undertaker's last match, they'll make it very obvious to us that this is Undertaker's last match. The way I'm seeing it now, like I said, they're laying it on real thick just to make us think this is Undertaker's last run. I'm predicting 20-0 for The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. When we come back, the main event, the big one, the once-in-a-lifetime meeting of The Rock versus John Cena.
Now available on eBay. Click the link in the description.